in case you didn't know, and I'm having a chat with the Moses and the Genesis here, and we are all in UK. Mr. Moses and Shiko have lived in this country for more than 25 years, and we are
Have you?
here. Yeah,
Wow.
for over 25 years. Yes, we just recently relocated to this country. We are just adjusting. It's not easy. It's not easy. So if you're planning to come, just know it is not easy. But again, it is not hard.
Yeah.
So yeah, it just requires the willingness and your mindset to change, because you're gonna learn a lot, and it is a beautiful country so far. I've enjoyed. So we're gonna talk about the life in UK. You wanna say hello?
Hi,
Hi everyone.
Yes, so beautiful life in UK. What did you hear other people do in majuu? Do, that is couples, and you thought that is not for me, but now you do those things. Ulisikia nini? Ulisikia nini? Ati hao couples wa majuu wanafanyaka 1 2 3, ukasema mimi is a no, but leo you do those things.
Wow.
Okay, for me, let me say, I never thought I can parent. No. I was like, really?
Catch a shock.
It is for
Ati
men.
una chip in. Ati una
Parent
chip
is
in.
for men. Wanasemaga nyubo tarihaga mwana ketigana na
Osio aliwakatanga. Niokengerera.
So I was like, no.
Kuja mulemo.
Siwezi fanya.
Muna share.
But sahizi, I don't think I would have any issue.
You don't even think when you're paying it.
I know. I don't. Yeah. That is mine. Yes, you said we are nailing it head on to Kielanga.
Sitaongea kwanza.
Shiko, yes?
No, I think that I would, how do I put it? It probably would have to be that, things that I had couples in UK do, but I find myself, and I would say I can't do that. I think it'd probably be, you know in UK you don't beat your children. You don't smack their children.
Wow.
And I thought, mimi wangu, hey, nya kwa dikolera taruraya, that kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Hey.
And to be
I
honest,
feel it.
how I was disciplined by my parents, I have never disciplined my children in that. So I found myself that, I use other strategies to discipline my children or reprimand them rather than smacking them.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a very difficult question. I'm trying to actually look on my life as I was nearing marriage. When I started thinking about marriage, I'm not boasting, but I had a very, very positive vision of marriage, very different from other people.
Wow.
You're unique.
And I would say partly because how my mom and my dad related. They actually showed love, and I could admire that, but I wanted to do it extra.
Wow.
Wow. I'm trying to think. I can't remember having said if I got to UK I will not do, and I found myself doing.
Why you like your dad was washing dishes?
I could understand. I could understand because of the cultural thing. It's not that he wouldn't do it. And I remember him telling us when we were growing up, but then he would call us back then he would call us back and say, so it's not like he's telling us not to cook, but do it. He's discouraging and encouraging. Yeah. And when we were growing up, he would take us to church. He never used to go to church when we were growing up. So he would take us to church, and instead of waiting for us so that he can take us back home, he would go home, make lunch, and come and get us.
Oh.
So I think growing that way, I was admiring it, and I never wanted to marry a woman and think she's a slave. I had a very I think I had a very different mindset about marriage.
Because
you
Moses,
came
you
from
were
a
meant for
functional
Murimo.
home.
Yeah, I think I was.
He was meant for Moreno.
He was meant for
Yeah.
Murimo.
My way of
Upbringing.
not even upbringing, my
Mhm.
perception of marriage was peace, was love.
Mm.
I never saw myself being a boss in a family. I never saw it. God, I think I'm driving away from that question, but I'm trying to think of something I had people do it,
But
and
people will think we are too perfect.
no,
Nah.
I'm trying to think.
It's
I can't see anything.
That you can't think of.
Yeah, I can't think of.
Because he came from a functional home.
He was functional.
That's why
that impacted you
yeah.
positively.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And you wanted to do more
Yeah.
than what
You saw your dad do.
your dad do and your
Yeah.
mom do.
And again,
That was
I
something
think
things are very
even
good.
if I came here on an empty mind,
Mhm.
I think having met my wife, whom we kind of connected so well,
Mhm.
and I'm not saying this because it was easy, but
Connected with this girl.
All eyes
Yeah.
on you.
God, I hope our viewers, you're not thinking I'm an angel.
Not really.
I always used to mention my marriage life to God. Even by then I was not saved, but I knew there was God and I loved God, but I had not confessed Jesus Christ as my Lord and Savior. And some of the things I said, I would want my family to be this and this and this. And I joke I tell my wife, and I've told other people, one of my things when I was growing up, I told God I want my kids to be carried in a buggy when they were babies.
Oh.
Pushchair.
Yeah, in a pushchair. And I tell you what, I admired it. I really. So, okay, having met my wife, we planned our marriage, or planned our marriage, and I'm not talking about wedding, marriage, the way we thought it would fit us.
You structured.
Yeah, and
Wow.
although we look at people, we don't copy people. We work what is good for us.
Wow.
And if we try something, it doesn't work, we leave it. So whatever we do because it fits this family, not because things have changed us. Yeah, I would say that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yes, Mr.
But
James.
I'm sorry if listeners you think maybe I'm bragging, or it's the
No,
way I am. Yeah.
it's very honest,
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah.
It's
But
it sounds very honest.
good to be. It is good to have that perfect thing because we are all working towards that.
Yeah.
So there is nothing wrong with having mastered the way. Yeah.
I think right now there are things I can say I can never do right now in my marriage because I've seen people do it in their marriages. So now I have things I say, this one no, I cannot do. Yeah.
Give me one. What is that one thing?
I can never sit back and see my wife do everything. And I can never bring up my children thinking that because they're boys, they have to have wives who do everything. So with the help of my family, we have adopted that thing. Everyone here does everything. It's cleaning, it's for everyone. And we are not helping my wife because some people said, I've had people say I help my wife. It's not her thing. It's everyone's thing. It's not.
Yeah.
So whoever is here makes food, if it's dinner or breakfast, because we rarely do lunch. My family is not a lunch family, but boys will do whatever they want to do at lunchtime.
You don't.
Yeah, yeah. So whoever is here, we don't wait for my wife to come and do dinner for us.
Yeah.
She can count the number of times she's made dinner in this family.
house.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because the nature of my work, before I've changed my work, because I'm on a new job now, I used to be here by 5 o'clock.
And in between as well.
And in between, I'll do the morning, then have a break of about 4 hours, then go in the afternoon. So most of the time, I would make food. We wash clothes, we dry them, we iron them as a family.
Yeah. We do general cleaning together.
Yeah, we do.
Dishes. So there's no job for anybody.
Yeah. So that way, I've seen families which, as I said, people say I don't have my help, my wife does my whatever, and I've seen family come here and actually say kohora go fadi. Man asking that. Yeah. Then or the wife saying kota gana ido ai and gana Moses. No, I don't do it for my wife, I do it for us.
Wow. The mindset is beautiful.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. And I think for me, now I know we've changed the question because probably that is maybe where it's easier for us also to answer. What would I do? What would I not do that I see people doing in marriages here? I would never kick my husband out. I'll never put his clothes in a black bag and tell him to go out. This is our home.
Which has happened to me.
It has happened to many. It has never happened here, and it will never happen.
Wow.
No. Here we don't dwell with atenekwawago. That's the terminology that has been used so long that it's Queensland.
Which is a bad one.
It's a Queensland, so women rule. No woman rules in this home.
Wow.
My husband is the head of this family, and I'm happy to submit, and I'm happy, and I am a loved woman.
Wow.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sorry for diverting from that. Yeah.
No, it's beautiful.
Sasa watu kama wameongea hivyo mimi nitasema nini?
Uko na uwezi kosa jambo mtu wangu. Hii kichwa imejaa hekma.
And when it sounded like that should be the summary.
I know it's
It should have come first. They
Deep.
summarize. Yeah, because it's really deep and quite sentimental. Sentimental is okay.
Fatanwa tukanwa nyita kire igare. Mukono na nyita kire gugu. Wesi ya ndu muri mu mekaga were uno ugyo gotono ni rokire.
Ni maundu maingi many things but
couples mekaga.
Yeah.
Hii
ni ndigwaga ati muru netigagirwo ciana. Ati rĩu na ciana ati ikarĩte na ciana ũguo ũgaciruta na fi ũgacithira ũgacithambia niĩ ndauga niĩ kũndũ kũu so actually when I was thinking when it is sunk in me that now my family will join me here and that is how will it go. But anyway, let me see. So eventually, what I thought it was being done by other people, and now it happens so casually, my viewers, that I am left with the children.
Welcome to the club, my brother.
Because now this is a very different culture and not only culture with the huge bills that my wife has to help me to come in, chip in. We parent, we do other bills.
Tax. Baby. Yeah. I'm not helping you. It's for the family.
It's for the family.
I'm not helping you to pay the bills. It's for the family.
It will sink in as we continue. Now I proudly go for nappies, and I have to do that. You know why? That I am practicing being a support system, just as she is my support system, and we are running a family together, and running a different life with a different culture altogether. It doesn't sound good to most men, which I don't care about. Really,
You don't care. They give a damn or not. You don't care. So it may not sit well with most men from our Kenyan culture and or African culture generally. But once you want to settle in the Western system, you have to be aware
that you have to be ready to change some of the things that we think are for men and are for women, and you be a support system to both of you.
Yeah.
Lastly, I also did not think, just as she said, that I will not nishike mtoto ndimwoe makai nikurakara. And like nowadays I have been doing that sometimes, but nowadays I've been so worried because you don't know who is listening.
And I'm here listening at you now.
You don't know who is listening. So I am practicing the method of communicating to our sons and to my children. So the thing here is, I never thought I would sit my very tiny son and tell him, please don't tell me, you're not supposed to do this and that. Having a conversation with a minor.
4 years.
4 years, and you're having a conversation.
Funny enough is that they understand.
You have to agree.
No, this is what I'm saying. I never thought I would
Yeah.
sit my son, 4 years son down and try to talk to him like an adult.
Yeah. This
You're
conversation.
having a conversation.
Yeah.
Which I'm finding very interesting and very healthy. But I never thought I would sit. I am a man. I need to sit with men, talk things of men.
Not
Not toddlers. If anything, let them to talk to their mother. So it is not sitting very well with me, but I am doing it comfortably, guys.
Yeah. Mine was the first one.
Oh, okay.
I said.
Please, so tell us about you.
Mine was the first one.
Oh,
I
was
opened
it?
the
Oh,
floor.
yeah. You did.
You got stuck.
Tunyitanire mundu wakwa.
Ndaigaga nyumba gutwikaga nyumba utarihaga mwanake tigana nayo.
But good enough, we are trying to have bank system and having joint account so that at least we say we are doing it together.
like them, eh?
Like a family.
Like a family. Having a pot. We have a joint account, yes.
You'll get there.
But
Don't rush things. Don't rush things.
We will get there. I never thought that.
Evaluate whether what you have is what you're
Working
doing
for
is
you.
working for you.
Yeah.
If it's not, then
You know, I never thought that James would change nothing. And you know, I would go to work and come morning and find he has no change, and he said, James knows you. But with time.
But by the way, you may say my evil, let me say. It is not very, it doesn't look good. But whose child is it?
It's yours. Yeah.
Whose child is it?
Yeah.
Even back home, I have ever done it.
Yeah.
I've ever done
Especially
it.
when
she's
through the process of healing from the CS.
Yeah.
He would do it.
I'll do it. Even, I mean, I have done it. But on those extraordinary circumstances.
I can't turn, I can't do this.
Yeah,
And it's at night
she's
and the
helpless.
house help is sleeping.
House help is sleeping. So I will do that. But not like it is my thing. But now I happily do it, knowing that this is my daughter and it is my thing. Ako shiftia kazi na mimi niko shiftia watoto.
Wow.
And so I'm bonding so well with my daughter.
Yeah.
Actually, I think
She thinks daddy.
Mom bado haijashika.
Daddy anaimba, daddy. Yeah, she wakes up in the morning and she's like, daddy. Yeah.
Like I told you.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tuko hapo. What was your expectation when you came to UK? Yeah? What was your expectation about UK that you later found was just imagination? Or a lie? Mimi ni ati pesa inaokotangwa kwa barabara, sio kama ihati tu kuhatu.
As in for real.
See, I was no,
Like,
that is
no,
what
it's
I
so
had.
easy,
That's when you go to Majuu, there is money. You can even unaweza zifagia, but it was a lie.
Mm.
When I came here, sijaona mahali ya kufagia. Huko kuna kuwa na pesa, wacha nikwambie. Onogekirota pesa, but kono.
By the way, have you noticed ni ngumu sana uone pesa huku imeanguka
Chini. People who wako ni digital.
You can never see.
It is very hard to see people wakuwa na pesa taslim.
Tangu nikuje huku nilipata 205 pounds.
Mama ya kuombe. But say UK, I heard people say that UK people are stingy.
They are.
I think it's by default, or circumstances push us to that. It's not easy here. It's not easy.
Not a very
cheap
with
country.
The taxes and
It's
whatever.
not a cheap country.
You get good money, by the way, but all that money goes to bills.
But that money, like Moses say, that you are
spend
earning that money and you're using that money here, that the same currency. Yeah. Don't interpret it with Kenya shillings. Yeah, we are using it here.
Is there anything I expected that I never found? God.
I've got something.
Karen,
I think for me, I never thought I would see any dirt in UK.
Yeah.
Like hakuna uchafu.
Hakuna hata unaenda na kiatu na unakuja kwa bed
I thought yani the streets were
oh my
super
God.
clean.
Kama vile tunashianga mbinguni iko.
Yeah, I honestly and this is not ati kujinini, kujisike.
Yeah.
That's what I expected. Hey, my friend.
Wacha uone matope.
We, hata si hata matope. You know, potholes. You know, some places you're wondering, are you in Kariobangi? Forgive me if you live in Kariobangi. You know, they do have their ghettos as well.
Yeah, like the other day we were going to get something and I was like,
you touched on mine. Why?
Yeah, it's in the ghetto kind
of somewhere. Exactly. Mali tulikuwa tumeenda kuchukua something, alafu tunapata wamemweka matakataka. Tukaamua hizo ni nyumba za kanjo, those are the people wenye wamewekwa huko. Yeah. And I'm like, why are these takataka hazijachukuliwa? Yeah.
I never thought that people would sleep on the streets here and beg.
And they have money.
And they have money.
Yeah. Because having money is not saying it's not everything.
No.
You might be having, you know, when we were looking for our place, a house to rent, we had money, but they were not asking about our money. They were not looking for the bank statement to see what we have in the bank. They were interested in other things, like the credit check. You have lived this from which time. You bring this and you bring that. So it was not actually what you have in the account. Yeah. So you can have money in the UK, but you don't have a place if you don't have the other things in line.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, God.
Nothing.
No, there will be something. There's definitely something. I need to put in.
You're constructing.
What my expectations were, but I kind of got frustrated. Yeah.
Did you have any expectation, Mr. Jim?
Of course I had, but mainly what she said about people who, you know, homeless people. Because I saw some in Bristol and I was so shocked. I never expected that. That is, she already said that. But I also did not. I don't know what I was in my mind, especially those many years back. I think as I grew up, even before I came into this country the first time, that I could think about, you know, the life that is seen in the movies, and now the reality on the ground.
Were you not thinking that you'll be having functions every weekend like you did?
Definitely, I thought so. By the way, thank you. I thought I would be all over every weekend and doing function and all that and
earning pounds.
Yes, earning pounds, like the first time when he came.
Yeah. But I did not expect that you know having to go to work. And like I would be having a studio, but I don't have clients every day like I used to have in Kenya. And like I'm having a diary of my clients every day, all the time, even booking 3 months. And now I'm here in UK. You want to record, but you have to wait for your time for leave to have your leave off or when you leave from work so that you come to studio. So you are telling me, oh God, I have so many songs, I have money. Do you want deposit? KU, but I'll be available in April. Na tuko January.
So kutoka Januari mpaka April utakuwa
So nitakuwa nafanya nini?
Unangojea.
So, and not many people are casual workers here. They are mostly in employment. So most of contract. So you cannot just be off from work. So what am I doing? I'm having to like 2 days I'm in 3 days I'm at work. 1 or 2 days I'm in studio. You know, such a setup.
Yeah.
But mainly I thought also maybe akunanga mashamba huku. I don't know what was in our mind when we were growing up. I never thought I would go somewhere and like unaona hii ng'ombe kule sile easy bully and like leave some rivers that are not well tended or something, and like I don't know what I imagine. I think from a movie to the reality on the ground are two different things.
Wow, let's wrap up.
No, let me put in I think the whole idea, as you mentioned, it's the I was expecting, let me use the word heaven, like everything is fine. Yeah, there is whatever you need, there is, and you can just get it, or even if you don't just get it, it's easier to get it. I thought there was no poverty. I thought there was no, we talked about homelessness and beggars. I never thought that.
What? Thank you for mentioning.
Yeah, and yeah, I never thought that. I never thought that there are people that don't go to work. Yeah, it mostly about financial aspect of it. I could see, yeah, Canaan, here we come. Yeah, it's good. It's very different from our country. I would say the opportunities here more than in Kenya.
If you work.
Yeah. But I think that it didn't shock me, but I thought like, wow, this is not what I thought it was. Yeah, but it's good. It's good to know, no matter what people talk about riches, I think the only perfect place is heaven, nothing else.
Yeah.
So no matter where you're going, even if you were to go to Mars or whatever, there'll still be hustlers or whatever. But let's tell heaven now.
Yeah. Mimi nilikuwa nafikiria nitakuwa navaa kiatu tu mara mbili.
Alafu natupa.
Okay. What lifestyle did you find to be extremely opposite of our African or rather Kenyan culture?
Hey. In this country, everybody lives their own life.
Yeah.
I don't know my neighbor. So that communal...
For the 8 years.
Yeah. Huh?
For the 8 years.
What 8 years?
That you've lived in Toaster.
No, you know them.
No, we're saying... You know, you said what things did I find different here in this country? Extremely different. Is the fact that you don't know your neighbor. When I say know your neighbors, you would know your neighbors. Hi, Jamie, like that. But you actually don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know. Yeah. So in other words, there is no community kind of aspect as opposed to back home.
Yeah, like now we are here, you would find Mama Njeri, amejua tuko, anakuja kusaidia kupika chai, ama kusalimiana.
Yeah, there is nothing
here, there is nothing like that.
Or a neighbor you can go to, maybe you put in what I wanted to make ugali or whatever.
Yeah.
Then you realize, whoa, I don't have
salt or flour.
And then you go ask for that.
The next neighbor is the supermarket. If you can't go to supermarket,
that's it, you're doomed.
Yeah.
Nobody cares.
And the other thing is, you know, if you're having childcare problems, you can't go dump your children to your neighbors. Huwezi ambia Mama Njeri next door, Mama Collins, you know, James amechelewa.
Yeah.
Look after my kids for 2 hours. No. Nothing like that.
No.
So that communal, hey, I miss that. That is something that even when you have families here and relatives, people are so busy. You have to really create time to see each other, and you cannot even be that of a burden. That you cannot be overbearing on people. Yeah, basically.
I think also the thing about church, because when you're growing up being a Catholic, you see a white person, you think every white person is English and all that. So it's all like, wow, all these priests come from. To us, Roraya didn't have to be America or whatever. It's
Mudo the Mueru.
Roraya. Only to come here and you see they don't have even churches. They close their churches. You're thinking, how do they come to a country with they cannot do it in their own? So that was a kind of it shocked us. It shocked us, yeah. And even when you go to church, it's so formal. The few times I went to Catholic church, half an hour you're done. You're thinking,
We are used to kuingia church 7,
yeah,
toka 4.
4, yeah.
The whole day.
Yeah, even Catholic we used to do
3
this
hours.
time, 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, half an hour you're done. I'm thinking, oh,
No, huko no dhome kanitha ithano.
yeah,
Yeah,
very
yeah,
easy,
yeah.
So that way, yeah. And even the whole thing about walking on the streets and nobody's bothered.
No smile, no hello,
You
no nothing.
say hi, nobody. Some people you cannot ignore you.
Yeah. Even in the office.
Yeah,
You can turn up in the office and you say hi to people
Yeah,
in the
people
morning,
just keep
and
quiet.
everybody just keeps quiet.
I know.
Yeah.
And you think if they didn't hear, then you say again, you think,
Yeah.
they're not responding. So I think the picture we took about the white man, let me use that, and I'm not being rude. We saw them like,
Small
Very
thoughts.
perfect.
yeah,
people, very-
we desire to be like them. But nowadays, let me stay black. Sorry, let me be where I
Bye,
am.
Felicia.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm not against anyone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I'm good with my color now.
I think I would share the same, but a bit more into maybe how people behave in terms of relationship, and not actually relationship, how men wenye wanaume huchokoza wasichana. Yeah, ama unaona tu mtu and like you do gestures or something. Kwanza hiyo wanaume kwanza tu kwanza arome tu tuliana kia nini mituweo. Please ukikuja huku you even don't just say hi. Always chokoza. You cannot just bang on someone or
Ni mistari ndio.
yeah, kusimamisha mtu umwambie how they look or something.
Oh, yeah.
Do they do that
Back home?
Yeah.
Hey.
even now?
Oh yeah.
I
Yes.
thought that stopped with us.
How?
No.
How now?
Yeah,
It's even more now, isn't it?
Now saizi hata ni mbaya, unamuona social media unamwambia hi, can you meet? I say yeah, tomorrow I'm free. What time? Just like that. Kitambo at least mungekujua kwa shamba.
Yeah.
Saizi ni one touch.
Yeah, hiyo ni kitu moja, yani ile tu hata mtu muone tu ama you want hata even probably you want some direction. Lazima uangalie sana nani unauliza.
Yeah.
Unauliza nani, you are lost, you want some direction or something. Then the shock of my life was I would go speak to someone, I think maybe ni my kizungu asikii, but ni wao hawasikii kizungu.
Ama nakuongelesha hata wewe usikii.
Ni wao hawaongei kizungu cause
Ni mzungu lakini
ni mzungu ngozi, but they are from Poland.
They don't understand English.
Poland or Romania, they don't understand English. My first time, I was so shocked talking to someone and like they are talking with gestures. Me no English.
Me English.
Small. I was so shocked.
Funny enough, we can identify English people from East
I also now
Eastern
can.
European. Now you can.
Now I can.
Now we can, yeah.
Yeah, before
when
then,
you come here,
when
you
you
cannot.
come here,
When I came in
Mzungu ni
here,
mzungu.
Mzungu ni- I did not see any difference.
Yeah.
But now I can tell Romania, Polish, or someone, and I mean, those from Bulgaria and
East
stuff.
European, yeah.
You know, majorly that's what really shocked me among others, like hakuna matatu, hakuna Nissan zinabeba watu,
Hakuna muziki kwa
hakuna
basi.
mziki kwa bus, gari imenyamaza, iko tu yani imenyamaza for 4 hours. Unaenda Nikki, what is that?
Na haina conductor.
Na haina conductor, dereva tu ako peke yake na mshalipa.
Na inashukisha na
Mpelekwe
inabeba.
tu. Ikifika mahali unafinya ama anajua mahali anafaa kustopisha, mnatoka unaenda inaenda. Ai.
Have a program, why?
Yeah, it's programmed.
Yeah.
Train the same.
Yeah.
And by the way,
You know, you're saying that.
I also
and I
did
thought-
not know kuna trains hazinanga operator.
Yeah. Kama ile ya nini?
Docklands.
Docklands, yeah.
Yani train haina
Driver.
haina
It's
driver,
operated.
no one, it is just iko tu yani muingie
Yeah.
mpelekwe, iko programmed kuwapeleka.
Mm.
Hiyo kwanza DRR za London.
Yeah.
Nilishtuka sana. It's just inakuja tu yani kama haina mtu unaona hatiri ndire mudu ungiona.
No way.
It looked like
Yeah.
ni tasa itani. Ndo ngoma mugirio.
No wonder we worship. Oh,
And
goodness.
how about the last question? I think you had something. Did you have something? Have you wrapped up?
All of it.
Yeah?
All of it.
Okay.
The part that I've not touched is the
Yeah.
sweetness part.